Like, do we got a problem? You looking at?
So if you're like me, you watch this video wondering, is there more? Did he say something to you? Did he do something inappropriate? Because walking past somebody to go to the station you're working out at and briefly glancing at them for less than a second does not make somebody a creep. Then you chop the video up to seconds, minutes later, whatever it is, he finishes up, walks by, his buddy follows, and he doesn't fully look at you until you turn to him to be confrontational, which you caused. I'm sorry, but this man did nothing wrong. For you to put yourself on this pedestal of being a victim, all at his expense, just so you can get some likes, some attention on social media. And to think, there are women out there, they get harassed in gyms, there are creeps. How do you think those women would feel watching this video? You know, I went to your page and I thought there has to be more to this story. I went to the video and surprise, surprise, the comments were turned off. I wonder why. Maybe because everybody else was saying the exact same thing, but you didn't care. You actually pinned this video to the top of your page just for views and likes. You know, this man is a part of your community. His face is in this video. He has a reputation. He has a family. Do you know what this can do to somebody to label them as a creep? You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Welcome back to Man Reacts. So, I saw a couple of videos the other day, and I'd like to share my thoughts on them. There are a lot of such videos out there on the internet, and it's quite unbelievable to see how manipulative some women are, especially when it comes to men in general. In one video, a woman was filming herself doing weighted squats in a nice-looking gym. After 1 or 2 sets, a man appears on the camera behind her, clearly waiting for her to get finished. He barely looks at her using the machine, then goes back to whatever he's doing with his back towards the camera. This happened 2 times, and the woman picks up her phone, which was recording the whole thing, and says dramatically how she just caught a guy perving on her looking at her squat, clearly being a creep. This is just one example, and there are countless others. I mean, if a guy is waiting for you to finish your set, and he barely looks at you for a second, that is not him being a creep. Honestly, the only creep here is you because you're the one recording yourself to show your workout to social media, and when a guy glances at you to see if you're doing with a machine, you start calling him a creep. Seriously, some women need to get a life and think of other ways to find attention over the internet. And honestly, it's not creepy if someone looks in your direction. It's only creepy if that guy isn't good looking, or if you're just out there looking for an ego massage. Also, a gym is a public place, and the machines are to be used by everyone. It's not cool to hog on a machine just because you can't get the right angle recorded for your social media, and that is why you keep using the machine for like 2 hours. Other people want to use it too. And trust me, everyone's in the gym to better themselves. They're there to make sure they become healthier versions of themselves, and they're there to improve their lives. Perhaps they just went through a personal loss. Maybe their doctor told them they needed to lose weight or risk being diabetic. Maybe they thought they can look better so that they look good for their partner. There are hundreds of reasons why people go to the gym, and all of them are good reasons. Sure, you might have the rare man or even woman who's being a creep, but it's not everyone. And women need to understand that not all men are like that, just like all women are not like that. Seriously, there are quite a lot of women who are creeps and perverts as well. Men just don't have the time to record themselves on social media and then call out any girl looking at them and label that girl as a creep. Another interesting thing about these videos is that these women claim that the guys looking in the direction make them so uncomfortable. But on the other hand, they're making videos of them doing the exact same exercises and then posting these videos online for thousands of people to see. I mean, that's just highly hypocritical of them. And most of the time, these women are wearing shorts and really tight-fitted shirts. I'm not judging them. They're free to wear what they want. But then these women make their own videos and post them on their profiles online. But then have an issue when a guy looks at them in the gym, only waiting for them to vacate the machine. That really doesn't make sense. If they post such videos online, they know that there are going to be thousands of people and all sorts of people who will look at them in those shorts and tight-fitted shirts and tank tops working out. If they were really that serious about no one looking in their direction, I can bet they wouldn't post themselves working out online all over their socials. I saw another video where a girl says the most horrendous things about a man who just tried to help her as she was having difficulty using a particular machine. And guys, this girl had been visibly trying to get attention in the video, desperately looking left and right waiting for someone to help her lift the weights. When a guy comes over to help, he helps her pick up the weight, puts it on the rack, and leaves. She looks at the camera and starts saying things like he is such a creep. Why did he come over to me? He must be so desperate to see a woman like me. And to top it off, the title of her video was was, "This is how you don't approach a woman at the gym." If we decipher the video, the guy literally just helped her with something she was visibly struggling with, and all she could think of was how he was approaching her as if to ask her out, when in reality, he literally did nothing that could even in the remotest way be taken as an attempt to ask her out or flirt with her. That's my take on this after watching these videos. That's the only logical conclusion, because it's desperation for attention that makes these girls make these videos in the first place, and it's desperation that makes them say these horrible things about guys who barely look at them or come to help them out when these women visibly need it. I mean, should they not help them out when they're having difficulties picking up weight? Should they just let these women be and perhaps cause themselves harm or get an injury because they have a hard time using a machine or aren't using one properly? Should these guys just forget about using a particular machine just because a woman is using it for an hour trying to make the perfect TikTok video in it? I saw another video recently, and this was the most unbelievable one that I had ever seen. As usual, a woman is working out doing her lunges and squats when in the background, a frail and lost-looking old man is using a machine. That man never even looks toward her or makes eye contact. He is visibly lost and does not really know how to use a machine. So he tries and uses it and looks to the other side, perhaps trying to find someone to help him out. The woman who's recording the video grabs her camera and starts whispering how there's a creep behind her who's trying to look at girls and is totally a pervert. That video was just disgusting. Not only was the guy an old man, maybe in his early 60s, he never even once looked at the woman who was filming him without his permission and then had the guts to post that video online. Truth is, for a lot of people, going to the gym can be really intimidating, especially if they've never been to one, and if they're beginning to work out after a long time and are not in good shape. Even more so, it's scary for older people and people who generally have no idea how to work out and which machine they need to use for themselves. This is why people even hire a personal trainer to help them out. It's truly disgusting to see how low some women can go in order to get attention and likes online. Imagine if a guy did this. Imagine if a guy made a video like this about a woman when she was not being a creep. Would people still feel and react the same way? Not at all. There would be a social media storm and people would hunt that guy down and call the cops on him. Society has gone on to such degeneracy that women feel it's totally okay to film random men in gyms and then post about them online only for some attention and validation. Something like this can seriously ruin a man's life, get him fired, or even cause distress in his personal relationships. Women really need to understand that they're the creeps here and they're the perverts. What do you guys think? Have you seen such videos lately? Let me know in the comments, and if you liked this video, please hit the like button and smash the bell icon to subscribe for more content from Man Reacts.